let's move on to doing some fret wire. Now I'll have to say this is going to be the rude, crude, I'm working at building a guitar in my garage version of installing frets. To do this properly, you really need a fret press, which will put a nice even pressure on your fret wire and push them down into the grooves, but I don't have that luxury right now. A buddy of mine, Jeff Russell, who builds Russell banjos, he has a fret press that I used to borrow when I would put frets in, and haven't seen him in a while. So I'm back to the old school method of gently love tapping the things into place, and sometimes vigorously beating the crap out of them with a hammer and a soft piece of wood. So it is what it is. Not the proudest of setting my fret wire, but I get the job done. And I'll be coming back once they're all in place and doing a finishing to get them all level. So it is what it is. So we'll just tap along, cut, grind, watch the fret wires when you sand those off on the edges because they will get hot. And I've had many singe marks on my fingers. So we'll just go through, tap these things into place little by little by little by little, trying to get the little tabs that are on the T of the fret wire to grab. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my handy dandy angle iron again with a little bit of clamping pressure, and I'm now going to do a long distance clamp across my entire fret. So it does a pretty good job. Just take my time, be patient, be careful, and the ending product comes out pretty nice. Next, I will polish the edge of all the fret wires and put a small taper on the corner of my fretboard so that it's not a perpendicular edge that's easy to chip or break. So just kind of cleaning up the edge. I'll start with, I think this one's a 230 grit, and then I'll wrap it up with maybe a 300 or so, just to clean up those jagged edges. Then I'll take a little 800 and a block of scrap mahogany, and then I'll just work down those edges so they're nice and smooth and clean. Continue to run my fingers and my palms across it, make sure there's no burrs anywhere, and voila! Garage made fret job. Okay, we're almost to the end, so a little bit of hanging wire for drying, and I'm going to use my handy dandy angle iron once again. This is some sanding tape for automotive body work, and I buy that by a big roll, and we'll use that angle iron to do a leveling job on the fret, get it nice and clean. I'll come back later and recrown those. A little wipe down with some naphtha to make sure we get any residual oil or prints or sawdust off from our finishes. And here we go. I'll do probably 5 or 6 coats of the tung oil with a little bit of fine polishing in between coats. I don't want this thing to be as glossy as the body. I want it to be more of a semi-satin finish, which will be nice and smooth and slick so that as you're playing up and down the neck, it won't stick on the finish. So this is my choice for necks, is 5 to 6 layers of hand-rubbed tung oil. Looking pretty sharp, huh?